Hello.
Hello, Tafel.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Glad to meet you both.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you for sending the looms. It's very helpful to see
Yeah,
the
really
process ahead of
appreciate
time.
that. Thank
Much
you.
appreciated. Absolutely. So super excited to be here with you. Yeah, I want you to sort of I know you explained a lot in the loom, so that was very, very helpful to see that ahead of time for sure. So yeah, I'd be curious to see if there's any other details that you can provide as far as that first step of the process for the job application process, what your normal day would look like. And then for the second, or rather third part, not I don't remember how the job was structured, but the email outreach, since there's not a lot of jobs available for this niche position, like how you would do that outreach and basically how you're going to organize your day to accomplish this.
Okay, great. So let me break out to see you about what I already built, which is part one. Then I will explain the part two and part three.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Thank you so much.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah, of course. Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Cool.
Uh, just look to
Okay.
white and reopen. I just allow to setting to share my screen, so I need to quit and reopen again.
Okay, we'll wait here for
Okay,
you.
that's okay. All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Do you share my do you see
Yeah.
my skin?
Oh
Yep, we
yeah.
see it.
Thank you. This is actually live Workday job tracker sheet, which I integrate with the with my cloud. So everything I am doing using cloud, and I integrate with the Epify and collect the use the Epify actor, which is like indicate Indeed job scraper, Dice job scraper, and Glassdoor job scraper uh, on the Google job scraper. So here is the file, and this is the code which I am doing. Everything is here. This is the py agent, which is I instruct here how to indicate those scrapper and scrap. I use the your targeted keyword, which is Workday job manager, Workday product manager, or others which the requirement we will fill, and configure the location and everything. The same. This is indeed. This is the Google job, and this is the Glassdoor. So here I have the like Epify actor configuration. And this is the push to sheet, which is the another agent. After scrapping the targeted job title, sorry, job post, this agent push the directly on the Google sheet. within the format.
Okay.
So it's which job boards is it? So you say it's pulling from Glassdoor, Google Jobs, which other ones? Dice?
Yeah, that's which five job board you are mentioned your job description.
Okay. Perfect. And then is it also pulling from LinkedIn jobs? Does it let you scrape from LinkedIn jobs as well, or no?
It's maybe possible. So I need to check out the Epify if they
Okay.
have any LinkedIn job scrapping tools.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, because part of it is that since it's a very niche role, like Workday Project Manager, they don't come out all the time. But we want to make sure that we're applying to all the jobs that exist in the whole internet. So this system is, I mean, excellent, right? But if there's one or some on like LinkedIn or some other place that you can't scrape, how would you apply to those, or how would that work?
Those are the same. I just need to add the LinkedIn job which I already like Glassdoor. I added the Glassdoor job scraper. I just added the LinkedIn job scraper if the Epify have these actors.
Okay.
Okay, so you would just add
Uh,
LinkedIn on Apify if Apify has that available.
yeah, I think it's available. Epify already have the all job board and others information scraper.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Got it.
Oh yeah, they do have one. But with all the different actors on Apify, I mean, I see one, a LinkedIn JavaScript is $30 a month plus usage. You said the estimated cost for these actors would be about 40 to 60 a month then?
Hmm.
Is it?
Yeah, so uh, can you explain again?
Yeah, I think so. Eddie's asking like for because you're using a different scraper, right? So like Dice has an Apify scraper, ZipRecruiter has an Apify. So across the five scrapers so far, the cost is it you said $45 to $60 per month?
I just estimate this pricing. So for this job scrapping in the Google Sheet, which is I just run the run, and those scrapping is cost actually $10.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
I mean, fine.
Oh yeah, you see all
so
this.
it's maybe depend on the users. So it can increase the pricing.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
So
that's
I also add the like a GitHub repo
Okay. Good.
which is actually schedule the job push job scrapping. It's scrapped to the job post after 2 hours. And the job is the job post are scrapping Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. with Eastern time.
Okay.
So
And it also recognizes to not re-scrape previous jobs on the sheet, right?
does it remove duplicates from
No,
the
no, no, no,
data?
no, no. That's not what I'm asking.
it,
Not remove duplicates, but like not add the same, because then that would be more actor cost on Apify, right? It does it know to not scrape the previous job listings that it already scraped if it's pulling every 2 hours? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. So yeah, you just mentioned just is repeated, not scrapping repeated job post. If the scrap is 2 hours, I understand. So I already entered this file in the duplicate. This is when the scrap the job posting. It's run to duplicate. We only take the unique data. So I mentioned what you say. So I think it's need to be work for to skip repeated data.
Yeah, because I mean, dude, like,
Yeah, I just built it. I just built it. So I'm not thinking more.
No,
yeah,
this is
no,
really
it's
helpful
good.
as a demo. Yeah, this is really helpful as a demo. We don't expect this to be a finished solution,
Yeah.
right? So,
yeah. After discussing, it's get more, and
yeah.
I will update this.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's good. I was just saying if it's scraping every two
Yes.
hours, I wanted to pull like, 30 results every 2 hours and then run the cost higher than necessary, basically.
Yeah. I understood. I understood.
So this is super helpful for the part one. I don't have any questions on part one. Do you? Unless you
No,
are
we're good. I
okay.
think the main thing is like the other.
Yeah, if you could walk us through like maybe your thought process for part two and three, that would be really helpful.
Yeah, let me check out the part two. Uh,
So here, I can walk you through it really quickly. How about I do that? That might be easier. So, um, let me pull up my Google Docs and I can walk you through
so basically, part two is just apply those job, and is the their company career page, or the job board in the job board. So
yeah.
you will provide it the your CV or the other information. So I just need to apply those job.
Yeah, so here, let me I'll screen share and I'll walk you through this. So
Yeah.
so I'll send this to you. This is an attachment in the job description. So basically, the way that Workday works is there's four. So one part of it, right? We talked about part one. This is the live job postings, which you're doing. This is the job
Yeah.
posting, scraping or searching these titles, right? You've automated this whole part of it. And then the
Yeah.
next part will be doing the applications. Eddie will provide you his resume. The next part will be we will need to find the recruiter and the account manager, right? From looking them, whoever the company that is hiring from LinkedIn, find their phone numbers and emails, and do outreach emails quickly for them. So like the faster that you can do it from when the job comes out, the higher likelihood that because if you're one of the first 3 to 5 candidates that applies for the job and reaches out to the recruiter and the account manager, the likelihood of getting an interview goes up dramatically. And so it would be, finding like if I look at your sheet, for example, um on your sheet, so like let's say for example, this is, I'll just pick one, right? So this is, let's go with this one, right? Ask whatever this company name is. So as soon as
Yeah.
this comes out on the sheet, it would be going to LinkedIn and then finding this company and then figuring out who is the recruiter for the company, who is the account manager, and then just basically hitting them with email campaigns, something like, hi, my name is Eddie. I applied to this job. Here's my background, blah, 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 something like that. I think I would be a great fit to be able to help your client. Here's my phone number. Give me a call today. And then simultaneously in this spreadsheet, we'll add in, the recruiter's phone number once if you can use Apollo or something like that to find their phone number. And then you let Eddie know, and then he'll pick up the phone. He knows how to cold call. He's done sales before, so he'll call the recruiter as well to say, hey, did you get my email? I just applied to your job, something like that. So that's basically this part is, drafting the email, keeping the tracker up to date, and then Eddie will call, and do that part. The second part, this is going to be slightly different. So the first part is we're doing job applications.
Right.
The second part is going to be there are 4 groups of companies. So there's group one is staffing and recruiting firms. Group two is implementation partners. Both of these, group one and group two, there's a website that Workday has where you can find all of their partners. So you may have to use Claude or try to figure out a way. There's 500 of them on here, but not all 500 are going to be staffing and recruiting firms
Yeah.
or like Workday implementation partners. So we need to take this 515, make the list smaller of who actually staffs for these Workday projects or who actually works with clients, right, within this space. Once we get a list of, let's say it's like 50 companies, right, at the end, a separate tracker, like on this sheet of something that's like, here's the 50 companies. So it might be something like, like company name, and like you might have one, like I'm just gonna, I know this is one, for example, right? One is Hale International. Right. So this is the company name. It could be like, the type of company and their staffing and recruiting. Recruiting. Right. So, and there will be some other types in here as well. So I'll just leave that blank, and then I'll give a couple rows, and another one, I know this one is LRB Group. They're also staffing and recruiting, right? Both of them are on this list. I just know them. So the next step will be figuring out who are all of like the contacts, right? Like the people at this that meet certain job titles. So once you have, for example, once you have a list of all of the companies within group 1 and 2, all of the staffing and recruiting firms, all the implementation partners, we've made this list smaller, say this is like 50 companies. The next step will be going and finding if they're a staffing and recruiting firm, right? If that's the type of company, looking at LinkedIn to find all of these kinds of job roles. And then, writing the name like Mary B, I don't know, like Adam Smith, right? Like whoever they
Understood.
are. And then basically, like, what is their role? So this one is a recruiter, this one's an account manager, this one is a practice lead, right? Like whatever their role is, their email, their phone number, and then some sort of like columns of like email one sent, right? Like email two in a follow-up, like sent.
Yeah.
Maybe email three sent. Like cold called. Maybe one for, I don't know, like status, right? Something like this. So once you have a list of all of these names for this one company, right? We keep going through the list, and then we'll need your help to create the email campaigns. So Eddie will probably help you, because we'll need to figure out once you have the list of all the emails, how do you create the email campaigns? Do you do one email campaign for all of the recruiter job titles? So like he'll help you figure out how do we do email
So
campaign.
I think, yeah, I think it's better to separate. So, is there a four type of companies like staffing? So it's better to create a different campaign per type of. So their sequence also the difference.
Yeah, I think so. We'll need for sure one for each of the four groups, separate
Yeah.
campaign, but then within the email campaigns, different people may need different like smaller campaigns. Like so for example, a recruiting manager and account executives, these people are within like the HR/client experience team. So what they care
Yeah.
about might be different than what these people here do. But Eddie will help you figure out how to do that. But basically it's this list first, right? And for each, depending on what type of group they are in, these are the job titles to look for on LinkedIn to find the contact information. Implementation partners, group 2 has different job titles for them. Workday is the software company. There's certain people there within their sales team, customer success team, delivery team. There's certain job titles there. So groups 1, 2, and 3, you can do via LinkedIn. The last one, this one might be slightly different. These are clients themselves that are about to do a Workday implementation. So like they might be like you might have to get creative to think how do we find some of them. They may be doing a press release with Workday. So like maybe I don't know, or maybe they have a LinkedIn post saying something like we're so excited to start our Workday experience, or some kind of an indication that they're about to start a Workday implementation. Because if they're about to start a Workday implementation, they likely need a Workday project manager, and it is perfect timing to do outreach for them. So, this
So
is
this,
probably
so this is the signal type. The
the
group
signal
4 is
type.
the
Yeah.
signal type. Yeah,
Because
understood.
this last one is a little tricky. Like this client side company, like they're the ones implementing Workday. But here's the thing: there's thousands of companies that have Workday like live that are using it, no problem, whatever. The people that I serve as a Workday project manager, are either companies that are brand new entering Workday, or maybe they have Workday, but they're adding like a new big product in Workday. So it's not going to be anybody who has Workday, but essentially they're not doing anything with it. You know what I mean? Because there might be people hiring for, I don't know, a Workday analyst or HCM manager or whatever. We want clients that are, doing a new Workday implementation. So that's why this one might be a little tricky because it might be hard to find them in that moment in time. When they happen to, be doing a new project. Maybe they don't have public information. But the previous three, I think you have those are companies that all work a lot with those clients. So those first three is going to be
The first three is going to be the biggest bucket. Like the
Yeah.
groups 1, 2, and 3 are going to be the biggest
1, 2,
buckets
3 is
that you
going to be
have.
much easier.
4 is going to be a smaller amount of people, but it's going to be more high signal because if we know or have some sort of a hand raiser signal, they're about to start a Workday project. That is like the perfect like client that Eddie has worked with in the past. So, but that's basically kind of like what part 2 will be. So it'll start with, from this list, narrowing the 500 something down to who does staffing and recruiting or who, has clients that would be responsive to this kind of email campaign. It won't be all 515 of them because some of these guys also only operate like in Asia or China or Europe. Like we want them to operate in the United States. And then from that, creating this list and then working with Eddie to figure out, how do we, how many email campaigns do we need to do? There's going to be one separate for each group, but do we need to do some smaller targeted email campaigns to them? You manage the email campaigns. He has the phone numbers and he picks up and he calls, as well and does the cold calling. You track like response rates. You let Eddie know and he'll be responsive. And just basically kind of like help the main objective of all of this is to get interview calls, right? From both applying for the jobs as well as doing outreach like this, because these 4 groups here will know before any job is posted on a job board, they will know internally, I either am hiring a project manager for Workday or I know somebody who is because I work within the space.
Yeah. Yeah, these first three, they all work with these people. What was it, group 4, right? These first three, they know who these people are before, right? So that's why these are the simpler route to go, But yeah.
But that's kind of like what we're looking for. So I would love to hear like your kind of approach if you have any ideas as I'm kind of talking about this of maybe, how you would approach like building this list out. If you have any thoughts, I would love to hear that. Or if you have any questions, we can help explain that too.
So building this list, I already have like a LinkedIn certificate or like I have an Clay or Apollo. Those tools I already have, so I can easily build those lists and collect the email, also to verify the email. Those are valid or invalid. The phone number is tricky. Is not to get 100%. So yeah, I use the tools so find the phone number, but I'm not sure those are right or wrong. But I try to get to right phone number. I use like some tools have the show that if these are actually for number or not. So sometimes I use those tools. So but all of that depends on the tools for the phone number.
Okay. Yeah,
And the email outreach section. So do you have any sequencer tools like the Smartly, Instantly, or something? Also, for email campaign, you need to the like a mailbox, email mailbox, and the email box will need to the warm up for at least 14 days. So do you already have those?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was going to ask about. So I know instantly, smart lead, all these things you need to warm up for like 2 weeks, which is a bit of a problem and a challenge. The other side of it, in my mind anyway, is the perception of like so many different email accounts, whatever, usernames going out. how that might look to these companies. I don't know, right? So one, to answer your question, no, I do not have those mailboxes. Two, what I've done in the past, which is obviously in the cold email community, not recommended, but this is what I've done. I've just used my personal email and sent out using what is this thing?
Mailchimp.
MailSuite. No, MailSuite, which integrates into Gmail, and then I send like a few hundred emails a day on my personal email. I know a lot of people may not recommend that or whatever, but that's what I've done before in the past because yeah, ideally, obviously, I don't want to wait for a 2 week warm up window. But I understand for creating new accounts, that's usually standard process.
So, is those placement in the inbox if I use the mail suite and or it's the something issue maybe spamming section. Do you implement that when you send use the mail suite or and send the email? Is those are get the targeted person inbox or spamming inbox? So if the email is go to the spam inbox, the person is did not show your email. So we need to get to the his inbox section. So he is daily checking their inbox section.
You're saying
Yeah,
like deliverability,
yeah.
So
like
you just need to configure out uh, is this work properly or not.
So there is no like configuration because again, I sent it via personal Gmail, right? So it's not like a company domain email like you would do with Instantly and Smartly and stuff like that. And MailSuite, last that I used it months ago, I'm not sure that they provide stats on whether it goes in spam or not. However, the open rate was relatively decent. I think it was like 50 or 60% or something like that. So it is, I would think, hitting the inbox. Again, it's probably not best practices because I would send like a couple hundred emails a day on one personal email, which is obviously not what you do on a cold email campaign. But yeah, that's what I did before.
Okay, no problem. We can test it. Like if we see did not any response, so we can check it. It's actually what's happened. So if the I also use our personal email to check it's actually going to the inbox section. So if this goes to the inbox section, so we don't need to move like Spotlight or instantly. We can use your personal email.
Yeah.
okay,
Okay,
perfect.
we can do that.
Is there anything else you want to talk about before like
No, that's all. Is there like a strategy that you use for like a multi-step sequence if we're using a personal email like that, or are you more familiar or comfortable with like an Instantly or a Smart Lead or something?
For sequencer in the mail suite, actually I'm not using the mail suite in the previously which you to add the multiple sequence. I actually use instantly and smartly, and here I can add the like the multiple follow-up section.
Right. Yeah, and instantly I know you can do that. Mail Suite, I'm not sure that you can do multi-step sequences on there, so that's a little bit
I
of a
mean, you guys
challenge.
can figure that out after,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like, I don't
absolutely.
think you have to get into that right now.
Yeah.
So I guess a question for you would be, what is your current capacity with other clients? Like, will you be working directly with Eddie? Do you have a team of people? Like, how do you typically operate? And like, what's your current availability look like?
Currently, I am working in the single person, so I don't have a team, and I have another few clients. So I also work the client project, but for your project, I can do the per hour per day like 5 or 6 hours.
Okay. Is that sorry, 5 or 6 hours, is that per day, per week? What is that for?
It's per day.
Ah, okay. Okay. So you have availability. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, Okay, so I think, Eddie, anything else you
Okay.
want to?
And the
Any,
one thing says, which is for the scrapping tools, you can see the Epify. So we need to spend the Epify to scrapping those job post for daily.
okay. Okay.
Uh,
And for the cost of them, I mean, I can create an Apify account and then just, you can use that one.
you just give me your Epify API.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can give you the Apify API on there. Do you need like a specific subscription, or are you just gonna buy straight from each of the individual actors?
No, don't need to individual actors. Just give subscription the Epify and get me the Epify API. And the Epify API from the using API Epify API is automatically scrap those five actors. Which
Okay.
don't need to the separately buy.
All right, so that's helpful. Considering this is a very niche space, there's only so many job roles that are going to come out. As you saw, you pulled the list. There's not that many. I think some of them are a couple months old on your list, right? That's probably not going to take that much time. That and the applying, and what might take a little bit more time is like emailing each individual recruiter on those job postings and then maybe setting up the email campaign, but then the email campaign just goes like automatically, right? So it's probably not going to be, I don't think, 5 or 6 hours a day,
On an
considering those
ongoing
details.
basis.
Yeah, certainly not. So based on what we've spoken about, what do you think is like the realistic estimate as far as like hours or compensation or however, because we do have that like bonus if you do get the role that we would pay that out to you. So ideally we could get that for you as soon as possible. But yeah, I'd like to hear that from you as far as do you think it's going to take you like an hour a day, 2 hours a day, or what do you based on what you know so far?
So the part one I already built. So which not to get more than 30 minutes or something. So it just is scrapping automatically. Just monitoring the sheet, it added new row or something. So
Right.
part two, which is take a time because here I need to collect the targeted titles and find their email address and validate their email. Those are actually valid or invalid. And get their phone number. So this section I need to use multiple tools. The email finding tools and the email verification tools and phone number tools. There is take a time. And the part three is the outer section, and which is that's also not to get more time, I think. So typically it's get 3 or 4 hours.
3 or 4 hours. So you're thinking like 3 hours a day is what you're thinking?
Yeah, 3 or 4 hours a day.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I think it's better to work 1 or 2 days so I can tell you where they actually get the more time and how many time it take.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. No, that works. Okay. And how soon can you start exactly? You said?
Sorry.
How soon can you begin?
Oh, so I can start the work in on the working days, which is the Monday Monday to Friday.
Okay, no, that works. That works fine. Okay, perfect. And as far as like the hourly rate, I didn't have it in front of me. What was that? What was like the best price that you can do?
Basically, my hourly rate is the $15 per hours. So I can compromise you like 12 hours.
Okay. All right. All right, perfect. Let's do it. Let's send the contract and let's get it started. It'd be excited to work with you to file.
Yeah, I'm also excited to work with you, and I'll try my level best. And yeah, If I need to any improve or some any just tell me, no comment.
Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
yeah.
So I know you have the job scraper built already. And I have the link to it. So Eddie and I will take a look at that, and then I'll send you some like some feedback, or maybe some things that we might need to change. So we may need to add some more job boards, for example, maybe changing the scraping so that if it's running every 2 hours, it's only scraping like new entries instead of pre. So we'll take a look and we'll send you some of that.
Anything you need from us right
Yeah,
now?
is there anything you need from us to be
I think it's better to it's better for if you give me the Epify API, so I can run this and test this. It's actually work properly to and take the data only unique or repeatedly more.
Okay, I will create a fresh account with Apify, and then when I'm on there though, right, I'm gonna have to, because I know there's a couple different ways you can do it on Apify. I can either get the subscription at those different tiers or pay for the specific actors, because some of them are like $30 a month plus usage, some of them are only usage, right? So
I think Epify have like a starter plan is $29. You can see.
okay, yeah, is that one good? That's what I'm asking, yeah. Is that okay?
Just try this and apply this and how the scrapper works, and and then I will change if anything wrong.
Okay, perfect. Do you just need the login for the Apify or just the API? Is that what you need?
Uh, just give me the API key.
Okay, perfect. Let me sign up for you. Okay, so other than the Apify API, is there anything else that you need that I'm forgetting?
No, I think I don't need to do anything from now.
Okay. Anything else you got? Punya?
no, I don't think so. I am going to go ahead and send you the offer on Upwork right now. And then you mentioned are you available to you're based in Pakistan, correct?
No, I'm from Bangladesh.
Oh, okay, Bangladesh. Okay, sorry. So is it Monday for you now, or is it Sunday for you?
Sunday.
It's
Sunday.
Sunday.
Okay.
Okay.
So you said you could start on Monday, is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
But
what is
today I will try to test the Epify scrapping. And here is now 5 a.m. So I am going to sleep
okay,
now.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I
get
think,
get sleep.
and then I'll try to test and giving you feedback to now.
Okay, yeah, perfect. We'll send you, Eddie will send you whatever you need on for Appify. I will send you also the attachment, like the PDF I was showing you, and then I'll send you our WhatsApp numbers as well. I get a ton of messages on Upwork, so I'm not always the most responsive on Upwork. So we could I'll send you both of our WhatsApp numbers. We'll just create a group chat on for us with your
Yeah,
number.
it's that. Yeah, it's that.
Did you get the
So we
Apify?
can connect it each other.
Perfect. Did you get the Apify API on the
Yeah.
Upwork?
Yeah, you can send it the Upwork.
No, but did you get it? I already sent it.
Oh, sorry. Let me check.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Perfect. No, thank you, Tufel. I appreciate it. And yeah, I want to make sure that you get to sleep and you get some rest and everything. Is anything else you need, Punya?
No, I'm attaching the PDF in the offer, and then I should have that sent out to you in the next like 5 minutes. Thank you so much. We're looking forward to working with you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you, Tufel. Make sure you get
Okay.
some.
Great
Okay.
night. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Good night. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.